Yeah, I will. I'm probably going to stop at work and remake the walk around on my bike, just in case.
Yeah, might as well.
That way I don't get home, figure out that one sucked, and then have to leave again to do it.
Yeah. Do it in your driveway.
not quite enough. It's a great little bike for learning. Or, you know, what I'm hopefully going to do is keep this one and hopefully get my wife to ride it. She's not that interested. Although she's starting to come around a little bit. But hopefully I'll keep this one and she can ride it, and I'll get something bigger, either a TRZ or a KTM for me to ride. Because this 20 horsepower or whatever is not really cutting it. So I'm going to head to a parking lot right now, jump off and do kind of a walk around of the bike. Always no better than a third of the horsepower of the people I'm riding with, so it's pretty tough. So I feel like I do pretty well considering, especially up in the twisty. When it gets tough on the straight stretches and going up the hill, you know, anything that's not a twisty, basically. Speed bump wheelies. Unless I stiffen the suspension all the way up, that's about the only way I've successfully been able to get the front wheel up. I can get it up, but it's not that easy. If I want to go do some wheelie practice, I just adjust all my clickers on the rear suspension all the way hard. And then I can do pretty well, but then when I want to go back up in the twisties, obviously I got to soften it back up because you need a little bit of suspension. So, anyways, here's my bike. It's a 2010 KLX250SF. I bought it new in April, so 4 months ago. Leftover stock from 2010, I guess. It had 0 miles on it, so I've put every mile on it, which, as I just looked, it was just under 2,000. I'm about 35 miles away from hitting 2,000. So, I've done a couple things to it. You can probably see the axle sliders, some cheap skateboard wheels, and all thread. I got the skateboard wheels off eBay. And you can see a stainless catch can there on the front with some blue line going to it for track day. Peg sliders, just cheap homemade peg sliders. Little Red Bull can on the shock thing. Obviously that added 2 or 3 horsepower. Took off all the stickers and reflectors and all of that stuff. Obviously the rear chain guard. I have stock gearing on it today, which is killing me. Normally I run a 1/2 smaller on the front, but I've been doing some highway riding, going to go-karts I've been racing, and so I put the bigger tooth on for that, and then didn't switch it back down to the smaller one for going up in the woods today, or in the twisties, and so it was really hurting me. I need to go back to the smaller countershaft sprocket next time I'm going to go up in the woods. So, anyways, what else? I got rid of the ugly front fender, put a Supermoto, a UFO Supermoto front fender on it. Got rid of the ugly 2-piece rear fender, put a 1-piece on. I haven't been running that rear bag because it looks kind of silly, but it is kind of convenient, so I put it back on. Obviously a fender eliminator, because who needs the big ugly stock one on there. Put some pro taper bars, Carmichael bend, obviously bar risers and adapters, bar end mirrors, as you can see. I used to run them on the bar ends, but then I had to put sliders on those for going to a track day, so I had to move my mirrors up onto the handlebars, so I can't see as well out of them now, but at least they don't get busted off if I lay it down. Which you can see here, this is from a track day, high-sided on one of my runs. That's about all the damage. That scratching there, and then a little bit right here on the bar end. That's all that happened from that. What else have I done? So looking at this side, we've got the FMF Mega Bomb header and DG slip-on, which is pretty loud. I'm sure it doesn't sound like it. Maybe it does, I'm not sure, I guess, on the videos, but it's pretty loud. And it's been rejetted, obviously, DynoJet jet kit, K&N filter, and no airbox lid. I believe that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Stickers, I put some Supermoto stickers on it. That was another horsepower. That's about it. So, unless I can see something else real quick, that is look at my bike. It's all of, I don't know, 20, maybe 22 horsepower on a good day. You can see some of my other videos. You know, I'm up running with bikes with, you know, 3 times the power, easily 3 times the power. Aside from the DRZ, I think he's running about 45 horsepower, so over double the power. So they get me on the hills, they get me on the corner exit and the straightaways, but when we get in the twisties, I can run with them. So same thing, you might see some of the track day videos I posted. That was the same thing. I could pretty much run with most of the 450s and whatnot on the infield, the twisty parts of the track, but then as soon as we got to any straightaways, they were just gone. I can't hang with them on the straights with my no power. So anyways, that's a look at my bike, and that is it. I will make another video soon, I'm sure.